Let's talk about Mondi, which is dual listed on the JSE and on the London Stock Exchange. It owns timber and manufactures pulp, paper, corrugated packaging, industrial bags and coatings.
Yeah, so it's a big player in Europe. It came out of the Anglo-American group, but then got separately listed on its own. Remember, it's got a dual structure, so you've got to add together to get this market cap.
Market cap 138.9 billion rand, price to earnings ratio here of 13.7 and a dividend yield of just over 3%. Now, when you say you had to choose the right stock,
they
Mondi
chose
would
the
have
right
been
one.
Exactly.
They
exactly.
chose the right one. They went into, let's call it industrial packaging. They corrugated irons, corrugated iron, corrugated cardboard, and related products. European based, they spun off Impact, which we'll talk about later. The South African operations have been hurt a little bit in the past in rand terms because of rand strength this year, but this is a solid, proper operation that actually has delivered very, very good, credible earnings results in euros for a number of years.
Amazing how our relative base has changed. Now a rand at 13.70 is actually really strong. I mean, we're talking about a
but
strong
it's negative
rand.
for companies like this.
No,
Correct.
agreed.
Where it might have been weak, for like 5 years ago.
There was a point where the rand was at 6 to the dollar.
Yes,
indeed.
Let's have a look at the graph here.
Share price did spectacularly well, 2011, 2012, 2013, and then sort of just ran out of gas a little bit in the 2016 period. And I think that's because there was anxiety about, Europe's economic recovery. They'd also done quite a lot of expanding in Eastern Europe, and there was some jitters related to the Russian assets that they had and all of the things that were going on with the Ukraine.
And
so
Brexit would have had an impact on the stock.
And of course, we all know the European economy hasn't done anything for a number of years. In fact, there's still quite strong deflationary pressures there. But at least people are spending money. So when you look at their latest results, earnings are up, turnovers up, balance sheet strong, fairly good dividend yield, 3%. It's not an exciting company, but it seems a relatively steady company, and certainly they have produced good, reliable earnings for a while now.
And it's amazing, they're a global player and very big in Europe, as we said, but they've also been buying businesses like the kind that make dog food bags in Korea and so on. And David Hathorn, the CEO, operates from Melrose Archer in Joburg, done a tremendous job of incentivizing managers around the world. You've got to hand it to them. They look for production assets in low-cost countries and access pulp and forestry resources in low-cost countries like the Eastern Bloc.
So
and then they
steady
sell
as
it
she
into
goes,
Western
as
Europe.
Wayne was saying, a steady ship, but
Very
she's not
good.
going to shoot the lights out anytime
I
soon.
don't think so. Look, I'm a little bit more optimistic about the European economy than most people, but optimistic just means it might grow at 1%. It's not going to shoot the lights out. But certainly, as a bit of a banker in your portfolio, I would have it, but it's not.
So you're going to call it hot,
not,
or are you calling it hot?
I would call it hot, but not for inclusion in the portfolio. And I don't think it's the kind of share we want to get, but I'm certainly positive on the share.
Paul, hot or not?
I think the currency is going to be an issue, and the most recent set of results, they're a global leader in kraft paper and the corrugated brown board, and they indicated that pricing in Europe had been a little bit soft. In other words, they're battling, customers aren't taking this price increases they'd like to see. So I'm
So
afraid
you're
I'm
gonna
gonna
go not hot.
Not hot.